Hey, so in this video, we're going to be talking BuyBox statistics. Now, the BuyBox is actually an important part of your analysis and something that I would advise you definitely look at whenever you do any analysis on any item, because if you don't know how your chances are looking of winning the buy box, like, can you really go ahead with that item? Simply because if Amazon aren't sharing the buy box, say, like, there's not going to be much point, because you would have to rely on people choosing you individually if you were to join that listing. Whereas when you have a chance of winning the buy box, your chances of making sales increase drastically. So it is such an essential bit of Amazon that is worth looking at whenever you do an analysis. So you can get a quick flavor of how well the buy box is shared through the BB analysis here over in the dashboard. So buy box analysis, and the traffic light in here will indicate to you, if it is shared, not shared, or if it's shared on occasions. So you get a brief insight into that through the dashboard. And so in this case, it's orange, so it is shared on occasions. And if we want to understand, how much this is actually shared, what we need to do is come on down to the buy box statistics, which is right here. Now, to trigger this, all we need to do is select a day range. Now, I'm going to show you this over in the web view, just that way it's that bit bigger. So let's go ahead and tap, well, there we have our answer. Let's tap the different day ranges. So that's how you trigger it. So you just select a day range and it will tell you. So you can do current, 30 days, 90 days, 180 days. So now it looks like Amazon have actually held the buy box for 94% of the time. So yeah, it is very, very occasional when they do share the buy box. So in this case, Amazon are basically dominating this listing. But it's really useful to know nonetheless. So it tells me that my chances of getting the buy box are, not that great, given that the last person who won it was this seller, and that was a month ago. Same with this one, and this seller was 2 months ago. They've had it 1% at a time, 3%, 2%. So Amazon really do dominate that. Now, if they are an FBA seller, or Amazon themselves, will have a tick next to their seller name, and then you can see their rating and reviews. So positive feedback rating and reviews, and the last time when they won the buy box. And that's it. So you can flick between the different day ranges. So like in the last 30 days, so in recent times, Amazon are like, they really do have their hands all over this this particular item. So it's exactly the same if you're viewing it on the extension. You just select a day range to trigger it, and that's what you can see regarding each item. So that goes a long way to helping you understand the buy box and how it rotates around. If you saw it whereby, even if Amazon are on there, but they've had it for say 30% of the time, and then an FBA seller's had it like 20% of the time, then an FBM 10% of the time, or something like that's, fairly split up between the sellers on there. If you see that lots of FBA sellers tend to win the buy box more, then FBA has more success, or vice versa. If it's FBM and they have more success on that listing, then that FBM tends to be the better one on that listing. So you really do get an insight into the buy box here through the statistics on both the extension and the web view.